Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So Oregon State's return team will have that offense backed up. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach, so much fun to play with him, a guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active in a weapon.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Now the play fake. Escapes trouble. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell the defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes a connection. He's off to the races. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Beaver!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Stanford's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off the spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Fires the pass, intercepted.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Wide open downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Powers through the defender. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
It's a reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football and was able to complete the throw.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Power football with the run. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that.
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Dialing up the 2nd down pass play. Snagged in the middle. It's Evanson. And he'll be brought down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in-route there.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try the left side. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this
How the fuck are they don't block him?
Stanford lines up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And now on second down for this offense. Handoff to the single back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the lines. Just steamrolling his way through. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Got his man quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on fourth and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Quick hitting end around on first and goal. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. And the D deny them on second and goal. They're trying to slam it in. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stanford! He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. To the ground. He's got it again. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go Way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. Finds his man, and they convert. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He finds his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Looking for the score. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play, because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
So now on comes the field goal unit. It is good. And with that, they've taken the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket.
Bro.
The pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Wait the fucking sack.
Here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return, it's Jackson. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to go up top on first down. Works the middle of the field. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going up top on first down. Connection to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. The Beavers will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Offense set on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. With the catch, it's Spears. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use it.
He'll take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
The completion well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The lone back's got it. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
And I don't care if I did it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Trying play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And what a great way to start the second half if you're on defense. You did some really good things in that first half, and so you set the tone here early by getting a sack, and you were sending a clear message to this offense.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Beavers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. On the run, it's Spears. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get him involved on jet sweeps.
This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Try to get it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss. A 1st down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Scrambling away. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Got room at the 35. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
Moves around to clear up the vision. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Beavers have pushed it inside the 20. He's back to throw on second down. Touchdown, Oregon State! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He fires it out to the right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Got the back over the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You simply don't see that very often. The quarterback at this guy's caliber, missing a guy wide open in the end zone, he makes those throws in his sleep.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Running for it on fourth down. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down. From that spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, but especially once you start to get this deep in territory. But you're also, field goals aren't 100% at this distance. It's a little bit of a longer kick. Let's try to keep this drive alive and try to go get extra points.
Hello?
Off the play fake. Quickly complete. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. Stanford going back to work with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pulls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
He's going to pass on second down. Skips away from pressure. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Off play action. Lets it fly. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Beavers enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. The handoff to Johnson. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Beavers will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Trying to find his man on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever